That was just off the rip, like it's a Beyblade. Once it starts going, man, it's going. You're not stopping that thing. Hi, my name is Garrett. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. Today we are talking about Diko. Diko is a rapper who has been kind of blowing up on the scene the past year or so. His music even kind of predates further than that, but his involvement in the game is actually as a producer for the most part, as far as where I think most of the success has come from. He's produced for the Migos, Offset, obviously, Ski Mask the Slump God, Gucci Mane, OG Mako, fucking Walk It Like I Talk It. Was produced by this guy. This guy's production credits are insane. I'm gonna try and pull some up real quick. Slippery by the Migos, Walk It Like I Talk It Like from the Migos, Commando, One Time, 100 by K-Camp, Monday by Offset, Cat Piss by Ski Mask the Slump God. This guy has done a lot just in the industry, period. Evil Twins, Ski Mask, and Juice WRLD, he produced that. Chris Brown's in here. Lil Wayne, Skippa da Flippa. He's Lil Yachty. He's all over the QC label, it looks like. And he's a frequent collaborator for that sense. But right now we're here to just talk about DEKO as a rapper. But it seems like he's already more than established himself as a real force in the Atlanta scene with all those production credits in the past. But as far as what the Genius bio says, he basically has one of the most unique sounds you will find in music today. And usually if you read that sentence, you'll be like, that's hyperbole. I'll be the judge of that. I'm here to tell you that's pretty much factual. That's what I would say as well. The music that DEKO has been putting out has been nothing but interesting, nothing short of inventive. There's a lot going on here, and I think that it's definitely needs to not be slept on any further. And I don't really think he has been slept on too much. When you look at his Astari music video for the first song that we're going to check out, Phantasy Star Online, just hit 10 million plays the other day. Released in August 29th of 2019. So this has been bubbling for a while. And just, this guy makes really fun music. And I think without further ado, we should check this out. I just think it's very interesting that he's as established in the rap game as he is. And Phantasy Star Online features a girl by the name of Yameii. But Yameii is actually a Vocaloid artist, which I never knew that as a thing. It's kind of like, it's coming across to me like a fucking NFT. Like I don't really understand NFTs either, but we're just gonna go with it. She's not like a real person, it seems like. It's more of a how do I put it? Like an idea or a thought, like a program. Like it's a program who creates music and sings. They're kind of popular in like Asian countries from what I've seen. I was on the Wikipedia page. I could make a whole fucking video about Yameii Online. Let me know if that's something that you would like to do. But she was created by DEKO and Ocean World, and Ocean World is a YouTube channel, I guess. So like she's like this entity. And yeah, she makes really fucking cool music though. As far as the feature goes, this is a sick one, especially on this track. I think but Yameii and Diko, them together, they make just perfect synergy. Perfect synergy is there. But just wanted to point out that she's not really a person. It's not like it's a online essence like representing a real person. From what I understand, this is literally just a program. Yeah, I'll do more research and see what I can find, and maybe in the future we'll put out a video that kind of better explains it, hopefully. But without further ado, I think we should jump right into the first song by Diko, and this is Phantasy Star Online featuring Yameii. Let's go. So you could already tell the main appeal, like the main shock factor here is this production, but also how they're kind of using Yameii as an instrument as well, interluding with the beat. And the way that this builds up this song, and then you watch Diko just go in like a motherfucker, it's a match made in heaven, man. It really is.
Like I'm Gilligan, I see the bitches that looking and feeling it. I play the beat and Lil Yameii, she killing it. Look up and
Like, that was just off the rip. Like, it's a Beyblade. Once it starts going, man, it's going. You're not stopping that thing. Like, whether it's punched in or not, that verse is just a fun way to just ride this beat. But it's so, like, futuristic sounding and, like, digital, if you will. Diko, my friend. If this is, like, your breakout track, this makes sense, because this is a banger. This is a fucking banger.
Like shit today like a motherfucking lollipop. I just that little bitty bitch with the candy show. Punching that day like a motherfucking bucky stick. Go ahead and go like I brought my own Nike stick. I make it gun and I stand on top of it. I see your bitch and I let her on top of it. I'm in the top like an eagle on Donovan. Out of there word and a hundred of providence. Like an effort but I'm into the dominance. All these bitches looking giving me confidence. Don't feel like I should explain this shit common sense. I took a trip to a whole different continent. I said mojito and count out the comments fish. What do you mean? Starting a bucket list. Me and the bros are hanging like ornaments. I remind life I guess you in a tournament. Rocking a big.
Like, it doesn't even let you catch your breath. Like, it doesn't even let you, like, admire just how fucking, like, impressive and like, tight-knit. Like, there's no room for error in this song, like, especially on a writing perspective. Like, so much is getting thrown at you. So much is happening in front of your eyes. It's a banger, man. It's a fucking banger.
Bitch, I'm importing it. You took a lie, but you just aborting it. Drip on my neck with a Burberry cardigan. Here in the way, little bit we started it. I'm fucked up if you think you were part of it. Turn up the bass, I'm finna bombard the bitch.
And in a weird way, you can hear that Atlanta sound just bleeding through. Like, you can hear, like, a Migos influence on how he is probably recording his music, how it is kind of just like a triplet flow, more or less, for the most part. At least that's, like, a similar trap sound is coming out of this, but just the environment around him is just so futuristic and just colorful, and just the meshing of those two worlds is very, 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 very cool, man. Very cool.
Stopping in Seraphim District, Daedric City.
So, like, very easily you can see the appeal and, like, the uniqueness that just bleeds out of a Diko song. But really, like, that's just creativity and just one of the most innovative styles of hip hop and rap that I've heard in a long time. And I feel like a lot of people in this kind of hyper pop scene are really kind of looking at Diko as one of the main leaders, in my opinion, because it's not full hyper pop in your face. Like, it's not as crazy as, like, Eric DOA or anything, or even Glaive. It's, like, very, very clear. Like, you can hear everything. It's not getting thrown in your face in this, like, aggressive way. It's kind of very crystal clear, but it's just so creative and just exudes this, like, ambiance of just colors and this, like, crazy spectrum of just sounds just getting thrown at you. And with a very, very impressive, like, rap flow as well. It's not like the aesthetic is the appeal. It's, like, also the song and the music and the ability to kind of just carry yourself that way. It's just been, like, such a treat, man, ever since I found Diko's music. And again, over the past year, he's just been blowing the fuck up with 10 million plays on the track that we just listened to. But the one that's really been in rotation heavily for myself has been Midnight Tokyo, and that is the next track that we're going to be checking out. Don't sleep on Diko. You can't at this point. It's not possible. I really don't think so.
It's a lot that baby lucky, but it's okay, okay.
So this doesn't feature Yameii for reference. I think this is a sample. I'm not too sure. It could be Diko himself. Very, very easily could be. But just this beat, man, this beat has been getting me so hard. The way the 808s come in a little bit later, it's kind of like off course and almost off kilter, where it feels like it's like out of place in a sense. Like there's like a chance to breathe before the 808s hit. And every time, man, it just gets me so like euphoric in a sense. I love it.
Yeah, okay, coming on me. It's a lot that baby lucky, but it's okay, okay, yeah. Okay, got a lot that coming on me. It's a lot that baby lucky, but it's okay, okay, yeah. Okay, got a lot that coming on me. It's a lot that baby lucky, but it's okay, okay, yeah.
I said dance, baby, fucking dance. I just wanna dance in Japan, baby, hold my hand. I can't wait for France one day. I'ma be the man, okay. Fly like Peter Pan, run like Cheetah Cat, always. But I try to start it, run around town in a Matrix starship. When she looking at me, I can guarantee that pussy's so clean. See me, I've been smacking cheeks, I've been making beats all week. I'm a fucking geek, shorty in my feet, little free. Meet me in the sheets.
Like the Japanese aesthetic is just so fitting for his music as well. Like a lot of the videos that I've seen have been set kind of in Japan, but like the whole arcade aesthetic, Sword Art Online, like everything just kind of exudes what Diko is doing here. And even the titles with like all the Japanese, language, as well as like the little stars and weird aesthetic. All of it just blends into this like one artist, this entity, and it's very well crafted. Just the brand is on fucking point.
That shit on beat, then repeat. She cannot sleep to the pussy beat. Yeah, yeah. And then it hit like it's karate. In my bitch, how they fuck like wasabi. Yeah. Tokyo touchdown in a lobby. Starship ready for takeoff. Copy. Ready for takeoff. Copy. Ready for takeoff. Copy. Ready for takeoff. Copy. Ready for takeoff.
Got a lot that coming on me. It's a lot that baby lucky, but it's okay, okay, yeah. Okay, got a lot that coming on me. It's a lot that baby lucky, but it's okay, okay, yeah. Okay, got a lot that coming.
This beat drop gets me every time. Fuck!
On me, it's a lot that baby lucky, but it's okay, okay, yeah. Okay, got a lot that coming on me. It's a lot that baby lucky, but it's okay, okay, yeah. Okay.
I feel like it's so hard to be nostalgic and like exude nostalgia without sounding corny. I feel like that's such a hard thing to do, but this guy just throws nostalgia in your face, whether it's like color patterns or just like exudes like early Game Boy just feels an aesthetic. Like when you do that, like it and have it feel so fresh every goddamn time, it's very impressive in my opinion. Like it shouldn't be this fresh. Like it should have already like been like, wow, this one song was such a cool idea, and then the next time you did it, like it lost a little bit of the pizzazz. For me, it's like all of these just paint a very, very cool book, and what Diko is doing, it's so fucking well crafted, and he knows what he's doing, and he's experienced. He's been in this game. He knows exactly what he wants to do, it feels like, and it's exciting to see where this career will go. He has released 4 projects, so there is albums out there for you to go listen to, and I would welcome you to do so because all of them are a lot of fun. Moving forward, though, we have the song by the name of Ethereal Sakura featuring Yameii, and this is a music video, so let's just jump right into this, if you will. And let's just say, like, the visual effects out of this world, all the money like being put into the production of the music videos and like just the after effects and everything, like it's fucking really cool, man. And everything as far as like Yameii being a creation of Diko himself, kind of like he needed a someone that could feature on his tracks that didn't exist, so he created them. Like that whole idea is so like heady as fuck that just kind of blows my mind, but I love it, man.
I did all of the extra shit, had to invest. Don't be so proud when I come to collect. I'm at your neck, they tryna play me, but them is a fret. I'm out in Vegas and bitches to bed. Hope on one day I got some new vet. I'm at that flip out the digital tech. Swearing I hope I don't get in a wreck. I'm in the gym and some bitches are fake. Been in that high ground like I'm on the crack. I hit a liberty, go get a tag. I like the way she do live with a suction. I had that money, but we had a function. Give me your number and we can do something. I hit a home and I do not do button. I feel sorry for the field. Look at me like I'm not real. From another atmosphere, oh.
So sick. Again, like making her like a part of the instrumentation, a part of the beat it's so fucking genius on so many levels, bro. Like it's Diko's creation, man. It's really just Diko's creation. And once I realized that, it just kind of like added this whole new layer of geniusness that I just didn't notice before. And bravo, like 10 out of 10 on the art project, brother. He also does this in his songs where like we're only halfway through, it looks like, but he'll just kind of like serenade with the beat and let it like ride out like it is this like DDR track where it kind of gives you a minute to catch your feet and just kind of like build up again, if you will. Again, just really fucking cool on like a ground level when you look at all the production and just everything that goes into what makes Diko just kind of tick. It's just exudes anything else that's going on right now in the rap game in a lot of ways. Just creativity is just bleeding out of this thing. Like, this is so fucking dope. It's like Kingdom Hearts' like whole soundtrack just being like epitomized into one little section. And it just like, he lets it exist, man. He's not rapping over this thing. He's like even telling like a little story through this music video. It's just so smart, brother. So sick. Says we still got 30 minutes in this music video, so let's see what the fuck happens. And then what happened? So this ties back to the Fantasy Online ending where she's on the train with that individual. And they were talking about Dedrick City. And right here, this dude's saying they both really went through Dedrick City. So there's like a whole storyline like also being created here. Like there's a future where like a Yameii anime could exist. Like if it gets that big and like gets enough traction that already has a fan base built in. I don't see why a like animation company wouldn't want to, you know, green like that. Like the branding here is like unfucking real, and there's no world where you're making money back unless you're doing 10 million, I guess, on a fucking music video. That's a lot of music vid there. That's a lot of plays, but just the investment. He's looking at these music videos, putting such a high production value on them. He's really looking at them as like an investment that's going to bring. It may not make money just on the music video, and he may lose money making the production here. But what this does is it creates like a whole cult-like fan base and really brings the brand to a different level, to where like when Yameii is selling like NFTs, which I saw that she was doing, it like makes sense because that's something that Yameii would do. Like she herself in a lot of ways is an NFT. So there's a lot of layers here, but just I wanted to point that out that like this is smart, bro. You're making a whole story for Yameii as like a character, as like an entity. Says those two are going to change this place. That's foreshadowing. That is foreshadowing before our eyes. Genius. Just fucking genius. And the music is good. It's not even like you're here for the novelty aspects. It's like, no, the music is good, man. And everything is just very, very tight-knit, well done. Not a lot of room for error, not a lot of room to breathe. It is what it is, and like you take it or leave it, you know what I mean? Like if this is for you, this is like everything you'll ever want in your life. Like as far as like this style of music, if you love anime and that whole like Japanese aesthetics, early 2000s, 90s Game Boy Color kind of feel, then this is everything you'll ever want as far as like storyline, characters, music, instrumentation, production. Just it's all this one ride, this journey. And once you hop on the train, you know, conductor Diko is just taking you everywhere you want to see. Last or second to last, I think, music video that we're going to check out is called BUSS, featuring Yameii. And this is the most recent release back in January of 2021. The other ones have ranged from 2019 to 2020. And we're going to check out, actually, before we do this, I can just show you this release is from 2018. So I don't know if this is his first video. This is one of the early ones that I could find. And this just shows that like before the aesthetic was like over the top, with Yameii and this whole like beautiful world that Diko is creating, it was a little bit more bare bones. But even the ideas for this music video come across the way he's using like a 3D camera and stuff, or a 360 camera. It's just really smart. This guy is very, very smart the way he launched his career, especially after having so much success with people like the Migos and others.
Mean I cannot take a loss or some. Hey, coming up a young and counting lots of money. Hey, and the coupe is stainless. Ride with a bad bitch, give me neck, I'm brainless. Hey, straight up at the lot, that bitch don't need maintenance. Hey, fucking it up when I switch my cadence.
Like he's even toying with like these greater ideas on like a trap style rap song, but without the aesthetic before the time period. This is from 2018. Like the ideas were already there, and like the creativity is always just kind of bled out of this fool, man. Like it's even at a bare bones level without all these flashy colors. Like you can still see that there's greatness a brewing in his head, and it only took that one video on a story to just kind of pop to get everybody else involved.
That's why my flow's contagious. Boss so hard, need a fucking sport an agent. White Weezy sound like I came from New Orleans, ain't it? But I'm straight up out Atlanta, bitch, you know I ain't changing. I love my city. I don't know one no better. I never change it, no, that's the recipe.
This whole shot kills me, bro. It's so sick. But yeah, that's like early Diko. I just wanted to show that just for like reference. Good juxtaposition. That was called All My Ice from back in 2018. This guy's always just been built to make music, whether it's on a production side, being nominated for a Grammy, or just taking his own solo endeavor and creating this crazy world around him. Shit's sick, man. Don't sleep, for real. Last song, this is BUSS featuring Yameii. This is one of the most recent releases from the guy. Let's go.
In my bus, ayy, don't need a fuss, ayy, bitch in the back, fuck, bitch in the front, cat, don't need a bag, I bet the bag, God damn it, I'm back, in my bus, ayy, don't need a fuss, ayy, bitch in the back, fuck, bitch in the front, cat, don't need a bag, I bet the bag, God damn it, I'm back, Bitch, I woke up and my life was so digital. I took a step and we pivotal. I didn't make it to minimal. No, I live my life way too literal. Call me a criminal. Ooh, bitch, I'm in Florida, but that do not make me a Seminole. Yeah, cleaning my order when I'm at the line and do windy though. Yeah, I like the Prada, but I can't afford with no Fendi no. Yeah, I'm a cap come to and I'm sitting no. Whoa. In my bus, ayy, don't need a fuss, ayy, bitch in the back, fuck, bitch in the front, cat, don't need a bag, I bet the bag, God damn it, I'm back, in my bus, ayy, don't need a fuss, ayy, bitch in the back, fuck, bitch in the front, cat, don't need a bag, I bet the bag, God damn it, I'm back, in my bus, in my bus.
Now, this isn't a bad song, but this is definitely like my least favorite track that we played today so far. But I still like the aesthetics, the music video, everything. Like it's just a fun fucking character to have in this rap game, man. It's perfect.
I need that fussy, bitch in the back, bitch in the front, in my bus, I need that fuss, bitch in the back, bitch in the front, resurrected, I'm born again.
Also want to point out the weird like aspect ratio. It's just like a very long strip. I fuck with that.
Intercepted, I must defend. Better not save me, 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 better not. In the ship is a coupe with the stars up on the roof. Tell the truth, they love Yameii.
All that vocal like effects is sick, man. It sounds like he's going through like 17 fans.
I have proof, but a lot on my mind, and you don't have the time. See the world, make it mine, then everything will be fine.
I don't even know where Yameii was in that track, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I didn't hear her once. But that's what you can do when she is a Vocaloid or a entity that you created, Diko. The power's in your fingertips, my friends. as far as that track goes, that's not the best track on the project or on this whole video. Not gonna lie about that, but the aesthetic and everything and the story that it does tell, everything being encompassed together and wrapped together, it all makes sense, man. It really, really does. And Diko is somebody who is much needed in this rap game currently, where I feel like we are seeing a lot of creativity just bleed out of it, and like the online effect of someone building kind of independently, more or less. I don't see a like label tagged on any of these songs. I don't see a label tagged in his bio. It seems like he's just kind of owning all of it. He seems like he's already had success in other ventures in the music industry, and he's just ready to just show off exactly what he does as a solo artist. And so far, for 2 years, he has been putting out nothing but heaters, and it really does paint this bigger picture around him that really, for branding purposes, is exponential. As people find this, the more marketing tools that you can do. Yameii could be a fucking Twitch streamer that just sits there as like an entity and just exists, like a Code Miko, but a Code Miko that makes music. Like the possibilities are endless, and this is just some of the most creative shit that I'm seeing right now. So if you could do one favor for yourself and for me, thank you for making it this far in the video, but just do not sleep on Diko, because there's gonna be a lot of good shit coming in the future as more eyes get on this. But again, thank you so much for tuning in this far. I hope today is the day that I did earn your subscription. If you would like, you can follow me on Twitter at YoGert, YOOGRRTT, Instagram as well, now InRotation on those 2 platforms as well. Take care of yourselves, and that is all. You beautiful.